Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a request. Please stop asking me or any woman when I'm going to have kids. First, this is a very personal question and it is often asked very randomly, like if you meet someone at a party or even a new coworker and you're over 30, when they ask you if you do have kids and you say no, then the next question is often, are you planning to? When are you going to? And it's just weird. Of course, the people who already know you, then they just see like, hey, oh, my watch is upside down. Hey, when are you gonna have kids? You're 30. There's this constant pressure for women to find the right man and then to get married and then to have children. Like this is the only thing that matters. But actually a lot of women today are more career driven that maybe they were allowed to be in the past, so this has to come first. Also, we go to college like you guys, so you know, takes more time to get that degree and then find a job and then maybe having a kid, because some women just want to be settled in their career but also maybe be a little bit financially stable before they want to have a kid. Like, you know, they're trying to be responsible people. Also, a lot of women are not interested in men, so that makes it a little bit more complicated for them to have children. So maybe they really want to have children and maybe they didn't find how they were gonna go about this, and maybe they didn't find the sperm donor that they need. Maybe they don't have the money for what they need. Maybe it's just not the right time for them. Maybe they have plans. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe they really want to have kids and maybe they're aware that, you know, time is running out, but they didn't find the right person to have kids with. Or maybe they are in my situation, like maybe they want kid and they have the perfect partner but it is not available to them. Like, what if I want kid and, you know, my husband is in prison for life and my time is definitely running out because I'm gonna be turning 38 in September. That's only a few months from now. And 38 in my mind is like the limit I give myself to have children, because I feel like after that it's a little old for me, and I'm only talking for me. Anyone else's choice is fine because it's for them. I'm talking about me. I feel like people are unfortunately dying kind of young in my family. I don't know why that, I don't think it's completely true, but I feel like a lot of people have died young or had a bad health. My dad died of cancer at 53 and I can't just get out of my mind that I might get the same thing or I might get any kind of cancer, whatever, and I might die when I'm 50 something. And you know, even let's say I die at 55 and I get a kid when I'm 40, you know, I'm leaving a teen behind and I'm really scared of like having like an orphan, a 15 years old orphan, because my husband is in prison, so who is gonna take care of them? So it's just, you know, it might be stupid, it's just things going through my mind. But maybe one day I'll be 40 and I'll be like, wait, I really do want a kid, and then I'll get a kid at 40 despite what I thought or what I planned before. Like, I don't know. Maybe my relationship right now is not going so well and this is not the right time for us to have a baby. Maybe we're planning a big move. Maybe I have to take care of someone who is sick in my family and so I have no time for a baby. Or maybe I just got pregnant but I'm not ready to tell you. Or maybe I just got pregnant and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I've been trying. Maybe I've been trying for 2 years and I can't get pregnant. Maybe we're doing IVF and it keeps failing. Maybe I got pregnant and I had a miscarriage. And maybe I got pregnant again and I got a second miscarriage. maybe I got 7 miscarriages. Maybe I'm really trying to have a baby. And you're just hurting me by asking me that question. I don't know why people think that they can just ask such a personal question and that is just okay. But you just have to think about what you're really asking. Like, it's fine to ask, do you have a kid? But then not like, when are you gonna have one? Because you have no idea what that person is going through. So maybe there is fertility issues. Maybe I just can't have a kid. Maybe my husband can't have a kid. Maybe we can't have a kid together. I mean, we don't know what people are going through. We never know what people are really going through. Like, I go through my day all the time, and then, you know, people talk to me, and this is this girl that seems like, I don't know, like pretty strong and pretty just boring, I guess. Come to work, go back home, don't seem to have like a crazy life or anything, and then they find out, what, your husband is in prison forever and you moved over here for him, and you know, like, they're like, I had no idea that was your life. And yeah, we just don't know. And I think that asking me if I'm gonna have kids, you know, it just brings so many things that you don't even imagine. And I understand that it just seems like it's an innocent question, but it's really not. I feel like we should really talk more about miscarriages and that it can happen. And not just that it can happen, but it happens a lot. Because I feel like when you get pregnant, you get that second line on your test and you just, yeah, and you already imagine the baby and everything, and I don't think you consider that you might lose that baby. Once you had a miscarriage, that's all you're thinking about, but at first you don't even consider that. And it's so taboo, and I feel like this question is so hard on people that are going through this, because it's already really hard, but also people don't really acknowledge your pain, because you're like, yeah, you miscarried like before it was really like a full baby, so it's not like you really lost anything. And I think that if you didn't go through it, you just can't understand it. So asking that question to those people is just like so bad, and I feel like we need to make people understand how private that is and what is behind that question. Like, I feel like if you ask that question, then you must be ready for the answer. So I feel like if you ask me personally, when are you gonna have kids? I did this before. I feel like I should respond to you, well, I tried, but I kept having miscarriages. Because this way people will realize, oh, I didn't think I was gonna go so deep. I thought I asked an innocent question, but it wasn't an innocent question, so here's my answer. So maybe next time you feel like asking that to a woman, you'll be like, wait, because maybe she's going through a tough time. And maybe I don't want to bring this up in the middle of a work day. So I really encourage, and I know it's awkward because it's private and you don't want to say that to every stranger that you meet, but I feel like if we all go outside and give a real reason sometimes, like, yeah, I have fertility issues, I feel it would help if you would just shut the people's mouth by saying, you know what, you're asking me something super awkward, but I'm gonna tell you, because next time you're not gonna hurt another woman. And also, to be honest with you, it just feels good to just say it. You know, I try, and it's just hard to lie about it all the time, like, yeah, I don't really want to have kids, or yeah, maybe later, or like, nah. Well, in my case now, I mean, I have my husband in prison, so man says like, well, you know, kids are not really in the cards for us. So now I do have the perfect answer to when are you gonna have kids, like, well, probably never. But then I would have to explain my husband is in prison, so I still have to say like, maybe one day, I don't know. Like, that's really, like, yeah, I don't want to have to do that. Just don't ask me. And also, of course, the last thing I didn't mention is that a lot of women just are not interested in having kids at all, and that's totally fine. And then for those women who are just not interested, when you ask them, usually you're not just taking their response well, you're like, you could just say, oh, okay, that's cool or whatever. But no, you're like, huh, well, you probably change your mind or this or that. Then no, like, just respect it. They don't want kids. You don't know why they don't want kids. Once again, there could be hundreds of reasons for them not to want to have kids. They just don't want it. Just don't go into it, and especially if you don't know them. My point is just it's a really personal question, a very touchy subject, and it can be extremely hurtful. So just please don't ask women when they are going to have kids, even if they're well in their 30s and like time is running out. Yes, even if they're getting close to 40 and they still don't have kids. So please don't ask me or anyone, and have a good day, and until next time, take care.